so slap is when Merriam-Webster definition. You
Okay.
take your hand and you hit someone with force.
Okay.
Hood version, when something just good.
It's just slap.
You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's popping. You know what
Y'all,
I'm
you
saying?
know how weird I was? I was on the phone with her and she said slap. I was like, ooh, sounds like a plan. Have you heard that? You never heard that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, it works too.
It does. Like I'm gonna say, but no one ever like, oh yeah, that sounds like a plan. You do say like that. Shit slap. That's just
Yeah,
slap.
right.
Okay, so the next word we have is read.
Ooh, okay. Read is what, we all need to be able to do.
Okay.
Words, and we're making meaning from words.
Okay.
But, hood meaning when you get top it off.
Yeah.
You try somebody and they tell you like it is.
And they,
you know?
okay,
They
and
read
they
the
read
fuck
what
out of
they
you.
do.
Right. Last but not least, fan.
Ooh, this is tough.
Is it?
Is it?
I thought it was the easiest one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fan, has multiple meanings. So fan is like something that keeps you cool.
Okay.
And then fan is like when you like somebody and you're fond of them, you're a fan.
Yeah.
That's
know?
really,
That was
she's like, I
We're
want to
trying to make a lot of
make
fans out of
Hello, make a fan out of business. Okay.
All right. So this is part where we tell our fun facts so the person, our viewers, can get to know you a little bit. So what's a little fun fact about yourself?
Okay. Well, I think it's fun that I'm from Atlanta.
Okay,
That is fun.
we were supposed to go to Atlanta.
We were supposed to be in
but
Atlanta
COVID
today.
was like, bitch, you thought.
We were supposed to be at Atlanta,
Atlanta
today.
today.
People like, you've been living in Houston 7 years, sis. Like, giving up.
Like,
So I
honestly-
never give up.
No, I'm from Atlanta.
Honestly, that's really how I am too. I'm like, I'm
I've been
still
in
from
America
Iowa.
for like
I'm still. But the hood fuck with me.
I've been in America for 11 years and I'm still from Nigeria.
Okay, you better fucking tell them, black woman.
Tell them,
Okay.
Melanie, what's up?
Period.
So give us a fun fact about you, bitch.
My fun fact is I'm no longer a part of the small group of black women who can't braid their own hair.
Damn, we was just talking about that.
Well, I
I'm still part of it.
I still can't. I'm trying, though.
You know what I can do? I can flat twist. Okay.
That's still
Me
something.
too, sis.
Okay.
Shoot, that's like effort. But the thing is, it's not as tight as a braid though, because a flat
Right.
twist, it'll start like this, but then it'll end like this.
puffy
So
as
But honestly, since I got these nails, I don't know.
you
anymore.
probably gonna be flat twisting it up, bitch.
I don't know
Cut them down a
no
little
more.
bit.
So a fun fact about me is that I'm flat-footed, so I hate wearing heels. Like I cannot wear heels to save my life. It's like when I'm wearing heels, it's like it hurts so fucking bad. But it's like
Yikes.
I know,
They
right?
cute, though.
It'd be so cute. But the thing is, and all my friends are usually taller than me. And they're like, why aren't you wearing heels? I'm like, bitch, my feet always fucking hurt. I can't wear no heels.
Well, you can try platforms. They don't help?
Platforms are like real old womanish to me. Like 'cause
Okay.
platforms just don't. They not it. They not sexy.
I love
in
platforms,
between. They're
yeah.
like thick. but
Okay,
they're
I can do a clunky heel, but I'm thinking about platforms. They're just like real fat and they just real like hipsterish too. Like you
Okay.
gotta wear like a real fire ass outfit for people to not notice that you're wearing platforms.
Okay. I like platforms because
Okay.
I can stand all day. I only wear those skinny heels when I'm in the section.
Ooh, skinny. Yes, when
Yeah.
you're in a scamming nigga
You're
section,
only wearing the heels for the picture, though.
you really are.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's
taking
true.
them off by the time you get
Right?
to
We
the-
take the
Oh, you don't ever take your heels off. A bad bitch never take her heels off. Period.
that people know of.
Yeah, you might not see it, but
All right, time to get some tea time.
it's-
I lied.
Let's get into some wine facts so we can get into some tea time.
time.
Tea time.
Time.
So you know what? I was in the grocery store and I was like, no way, Jose. And then they was like, yes way, Rose. And I was like, let me fucking grab this shit. This is a 2019 Rose made in South France. Let me not get this wrong, y'all, because they said it was made from grapes of it's a mountain on the Mediterranean Sea, something like that. I can't even pronounce it. It was like such a beautiful word. Y'all can look it up yourself because at least y'all know where it's from. So it has 12.9% alcohol. It is dry. It's refreshing. It is best served chilled. So a girl put it in the refrigerator last night.
I'm proud of you.
So you know what? Let's try this shit.
I'm ready.
Because usually we get red wine. So I'm kind of like, guest first.
Thank
Yes, ma'am. That's
Ooh.
the racist in me. You see
Should
that?
give
Ain't
her-
no drippage.
That was a heavy pour.
I mean,
I'm
we got
kind of feeling the
Super
shot we took earlier. I'm not gonna lie. We
The
took
shots.
2 shots back to back, y'all.
We
So,
did
Bowl. I mean, so you gotta know.
let's see how this episode ended.
All right, come on.
Cheers to another messy ass episode.
Sip and spill.
Ow.
This hoe is
Okay,
dry.
wait. It's a dry ass rosé.
They said
Right
dry.
up my alley.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I feel
it's
like
cool.
if it was dry, I'd rather would have had it be red. But you know what?
That's cool. It's cool, Rose. Yes,
Yes
way,
Way,
Rose.
Rose.
I mean, the packaging is cool.
It's super
buy it
cute.
again?
It's cute.
Would
It's
I buy
simple.
it again? No.
I like the font. It's simple. It's cute.
I think I would buy it just for a party
I like the
favor. Like
ombre.
someone, I like
It's
it.
cute,
I'm gonna say
yeah.
they did a great fucking job at the
Yeah.
packaging. That's the reason why I got it because I was
Yeah.
gonna get something else. So I was like, oh, and that's cute. I'm
That is
like,
cute.
It's like something easy to remember. Like, yes,
Yeah.
Flat Rose.
Yes,
Exactly. It reminds me of Rick Ross. Huh.
Just get that. Just get that. Yes.
So let's get some tea time. So, those of you have noticed that a bunch of white voice actors have been stepping down of playing black, whatever, people of color roles.
Okay.
And I feel like they're doing this because it's an easy cop out to what we are asking for. We're not asking for y'all to step down. We're asking for y'all to hold the people accountable for murdering black people. And I feel like they're taking it and making it
But
to something.
also,
something
I
differently.
mean, I see that point of view, but I also see it as representation. If it's a black character, can it be a black voice? Like we
I mean,
said,
representation do matter.
like
for
I didn't even
example,
know. I said we didn't even know that Cleveland was not a black.
I had
person.
no idea Cleveland wasn't black. The only person I really don't see it as a big issue when they're not voicing the color of their skin. The only person I had an issue with was Big Mouth, only because Nick Carroll was able to choose every person that's on that show
Yeah.
is voiced by their race.
Okay.
There's a brown person. You were able to find an Indian brown voice actor. You were able to find a black one, an Asian one, a Hispanic one. But the one black woman on the show, you couldn't find a black voice actor. And why is that?
Yeah.
Why was everyone else represented except her? That's my main issue. And I tweeted Nick Carroll back in 2018 and 2019 about it, and he never said anything. And now with the whole Black Lives Matter movement, he was like, we're changing Misty's character. Bitch, I've been told you to change Misty's character.
But why does it take a movement for people to
To
recognize
realize.
that that's like kind of like
It's fucked
Oh, it
up.
took y'all to see somebody on camera begging for their life for y'all to like see that
Right,
it's been
not-
an issue.
It took people paying attention to it and calling them out on their bullshit
Right.
for them
Exactly.
to finally do it. Like the Family Guy in South Park said they're no longer, and every race that they're playing, they're going to be voiced by that race of character.
This is typical
Cool.
I mean, yeah, it's typical things. You would think that because even like with you have a black actor, you should have black writers because some shit that they be writing, I'm like, why people do not say that
Don't
shit?
say that.
They don't say that
Yeah.
shit. That's not even our lingo. That's not how we like enunciate shit.
And
So it's like we know the difference.
Yeah, and I'm so tired of them making black movies and doing black historical movies, and there's no black writers, there's no black producers. How are you telling our stories without us?
And the
including in
accuracy
it?
is usually never really like on point.
Yeah.
Because, like even when we're gonna talk about that, we talk about the Imagine TJ Walker shit. Have y'all seen that?
But that was LeBron James' fault. He helped make that movie, and he still got that
The
fucked up.
nigga endorsed it. He probably did not even help making that shit.
You're-
Let's be
you're
real.
right. He endorsed
but
it.
it's like
You're doing
so-
a lot more than some of these other.
I mean, I understand that, but
It was so inaccurate.
there was no historical accuracy. I'm watching this shit, and then I go look it up because I'm one of those people like I gotta know my facts
Of
because
course.
I just think that you can't just be told something and not be understanding of it. And so when I was watching it, I'm just like, this shit don't even sound right. Like,
Yeah.
I said, I understand the colorism aspect of it. I understand this part of it, but I'm like, were they really at beef like that? And I go and look, and they lied. So I must have called y'all out. They did work together.
And I didn't understand why she was boxing. Why the fuck was
The whole movie, she was boxing. That's
That was weird. I was like, wait.
Why was she boxing?
I was like, what is?
I don't know. Have y'all seen Ma? Because I kept looking at her like she
I
was
haven't
Ma.
seen Ma, but I want to see Ma.
I keep looking
That
at her like,
scary movie, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's Ma. That ain't no fucking Madison
Every time
J.
I
Walker.
see her, I see her as a woman that took a shit in that lady's pie.
Ah,
That's it.
Eat my
She's
shit.
an actress though. I
Period.
give Octavia her credit
She is,
though.
but she ain't got nothing on my mama Olivia. No, Olivia?
Octavia?
No.
Octavia.
That is her
I
name.
try to put their names together. Viola Davis and
Oh.
y'all don't delete me yet, okay?
Octavia.
Someone gonna
Get
find
her
a
name
reason.
right,
Shout
okay?
out to Mo.
Say her name.
Say her name.
Say
All
it.
right,
Say both
so
of them.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to say your name. Marsha Martin.
I think
Marche.
Marche.
I'm sorry. I love you, so I'm sorry.
I do love her.
Marsha Martin. She announced the BET Award
Mm-hmm.
for Best Video or Best Hip Hop Artist, and Meg Thee Stallion won.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey girl. So, and then whenever she did that, people got on Twitter making fun of her hair, making fun of her teeth, and just degrading her and saying, "Oh, she looks like her hair is nappy, her teeth is big," and I'm just like, that's a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, okay, my question. I did not watch the BT Awards. So was she wearing her natural hair? How was
She was wearing a wig.
She had a wig on.
So how's your hair look nappy? If
They were calling her wig nappy.
I mean, but you know,
But
that's-
the wig didn't look nappy. That's why I'm confused. The
Exactly.
wig looked like a normal wig.
I mean, but sometimes we
And
think
at the same time, she's a 15-year-old girl. How are
Exactly.
you, as grown-ass people,
people.
demeaning a 15-year-old girl? And we did the same thing with Blue Ivy, which was a baby.
Yeah.
Y'all called her nappy-headed. Y'all
sure
made fun of
did.
her
We
hair.
sure did.
Y'all made fun of her black features. And
You
her
know what I
having a
kept
big
saying? I
nose.
said she looked like Jay-Z, and I didn't even mean that as a compliment. So I'm guilty of it too. I mean, and it's not something you should be proud about, but we have to recognize we do
gotta
do
be
it too. I'm
protecting
gonna
these
say
girls,
we have to
though.
be protecting them because when they
I
get
never
older,
made fun of Blue Ivy.
I never made fun of her, but I didn't give her a compliment.
Okay.
Like I'm just saying she look like Jay-Z, and we don't say Jay-Z
But
good
she
looking.
do look like Jay-Z.
She do.
She look like her daddy.
But the more that she's getting older, I'm like, oh, you look like a little bit of both of them now.
Yeah, she looks more like
I'm trying to
Beyonce
look at
now.
what other kids. What your kids look like, Beyonce? You
Yeah.
better fucking show us. Okay,
And
it's about
we-
Why
time.
haven't we seen the twins yet? Have
We seen the twins once.
We saw them when they was like maybe what?
But
But
their eyes was
babies.
closed.
Yeah.
was it close? I think one of them looked like Jay-Z.
I don't know.
we were talking.
But Jay-Z got some strong ass
He
features.
do.
So I mean,
That's
they
my
all about
biggest
to look
fear
good.
when it comes to me having kids. Like, are my genes recessive? Because I want my kids to look like.
you.
The worst thing is carrying a baby for 9 months just for her to come out looking like her ugly ass daddy.
Not her ugly ass daddy, bitch. You was waiting too long to know he ugly.
Girl, I'm gonna be like, you better not come out looking like your ugly ass
You better
daddy.
start looking like me.
Period.
Come on.
At least get my personality, cause something gotta fucking give.
Something. But yeah, it's what is wrong with y'all? Why y'all coming after that little girl? You
They
know,
don't
but
have
I
anything
like
better
what
to
she
do.
did. She made a video. She was like fake crying. She was like, they're talking about me.
And she wiping her face with a $100 bill.
Because she got more money than you.
She sure the fuck does. You know what? You know
I'm
what?
trying to get on her level.
Right. So keep on
Okay.
talking about her,
And
because
she's
guess what? It's not
smart,
phasing
and
her.
she's beautiful. And
Exactly.
she's gorgeous. And come on now. She's 15.
She's one of the youngest accredited executive producers. they
She
say.
is. She is for
Yeah.
that movie with what's
Little.
her name? Yeah.
Regina
so
Hall?
y'all get off little sis's neck.
Okay, all right, because she gonna
Period.
keep
Doing
putting
your
that
thing,
pressure
sis.
on, okay?
right.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. This episode is about collaboration, not competition. And we're talking about two big-ass powerhouses. We mentioned Meg Thee Stallion and Beyonce. And I know y'all heard that what was the remix? What was it?
Savage remix.
Girl, you know I can't stand that song.
I'm a savage.
Classic, music, ratchet. But yeah, no, we're talking about two powerhouses, how they came together for a common goal and just shut the shit down. Like, they didn't have to do it. They didn't
like
have
Beyonce,
'cause, you know, people
like
always-
me. You want a bitch with the stars and the knees? Okay.
But you know how everyone always likes to compare, because you know if they're from Houston,
Right.
they want to compare them to Beyonce, and no one's ever going to be on Beyonce's level because her lane is just made
For
specifically
her.
for her.
Yeah.
And I think that's another thing we're going to touch on, like how some lanes are just not meant for you, so you don't even have to try to compete with someone, but you can collaborate with them and give them a different lane to be in, other than because before she collaborated with Beyonce, I only saw her as a hood bitch, which she still is.
That's not how I see Meg. I
I'm offended.
love Meg. Thee
You're
Stallion.
offended? I'm not a fan of Meg the Fat Stallion.
Meg, that's
I don't
my
know.
fault. Because everything Megan says
She
and
celebrate
does.
her body. She celebrate her
I
power.
think she's just in my opinion, I think she's too rough.
I love
Compared to what?
I love
What's
that
not
though.
We're not going to compare her to anyone, because I mean, considerably when people
But you
did
gotta
compare
have a
her.
norm. If you're saying she's
Okay,
too rough, compared to
okay.
what?
We're on a scale of Meg Thee Stallion to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is pretty versatile.
Mm-hmm.
I think Meg Thee Stallion is like the roughest you can get, because because she's not very crossover. She's not. Let's be real, because Cardi's probably in the middle where she can do pop songs and X, Y, and Z.
Songs with
And
funny people.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, no, Cardi has more crossover, like, with her range, but
Right.
with Nicki, she can do pop, she can do this, she can do that, because
Right.
she has that broad range because she's been in it for so long.
Right.
But when I see Meg Thee Stallion, I only see her on features of, like, hip-hop songs because she talks like a nigga, she acts like a nigga, she embodies being a nigga.
And that is why I love her so
Yeah,
much.
and I'm
that's-
gonna give Meg more time. Like
Yeah.
when Nicki was Nika, she was rapping like
Oh,
a nigga.
yeah, she
Like
was
a
doing
nigga.
it. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Give Meg more
What's up with
time.
giving her
But
years
the
in
thing
the
is,
game?
I love that about her because
That's what I
she
don't
is
like about her.
she's just so raw, so
Yeah,
rough.
it's her.
Like
You gotta
last
take it
time
and
I
leave
heard someone that raw was what, Foxy Brown, Little Kim. Like, this is me. Period. Like I love that.
But that
about
was
her.
that was the era of time when it was popular. That's just not popular anymore.
Well, look, maybe she's
It's
the one to
popular.
bring it back.
She got about 10 million followers. It's popular.
you know, it can be.
Maybe she's
okay.
the person to bring it back. But I
Yeah.
love everything Meg is doing. I love her attitude. I love her style. I love how she raps. I love what she talks about. She talks her motherfucking shit. Give me my nut or get the fuck out. Period. And that's what we need. Okay? Okay. But
I'm
yeah,
not
I
there
love
yet,
that
you know?
I love how they collaborated and they made all the proceeds for the money they got to help Black Lives Matter movement. And I love how Beyonce, and you know she's always wanted to work with Beyonce. She's always talked about it in her interviews.
Everyone wants to work with Beyonce. I want to work with Beyonce. Bitch, what are we
Who
going to do
don't
together?
wanna work with
What are we
Beyonce?
going to do together? But I want to be there.
But the fact that she talked about it and she spoke it into existence
Yeah.
and it made it happen, and it was like not like who was better in the song. It was like
Yeah.
they both were equally
And the thing
good.
is, what I can say, I did like that it was a completely different fucking song.
Because people don't do that anymore.
People don't do that. Remixes, you just throw a beat, you throw a verse on it, just like
Exactly.
Nicki did on Say So.
Doja Cat.
But that shit was still hot.
Yeah, I like the song.
Why don't you
Like
say?
Nicki Minaj and all, but-
The thing is, I don't like her as a person, but her fucking music, I can't deny that shit.
Yeah.
I cannot deny her fucking music. I don't like
Her
her as a person, though,
personality
bitch.
isn't likable, but
Yeah,
I mean,
you a lackluster ass
she's
bitch.
still a queen bitch.
She is a queen though. She's
Yeah.
queen in her own right though, because
Yeah.
no
She
one's been
was.
doing it as long. She's still queen.
She's still no.
Cause
Period.
I want to cancel her, but I can't.
I
It's
like-
like
you can't. You know.
You
I don't
can't-
like
you
how
can't
she did
cancel
Cardi
You
B.
can't-
I don't like how she did.
I don't like how she did it either because she
Come on, it's
should have.
room for everybody. To
there is
do.
room,
Yeah.
but I think it's because I think her problem was she was in the aspect of people kept comparing them, and she was like, "How can you compare someone to me like that? I've been in the fucking game for
No,
at
that's
least."
true.
But that's not Cardi's fault.
That's not Cardi's fault.
Yeah.
And Cardi
But
never
she took it out on Cardi.
Yeah.
And then
she did.
Cardi never came to her on some cause they said that their beef started because of the song that they were on together with the Migos, cause she
Yeah.
made a comment saying,
Talking about Cardi.
talking about Cardi, and they was like, nah, bitch, you gotta change that. Like, how dare you get on my nigga's song talking about me? Like, bitch, I'm the quarterback. No,
Right.
hold on, you're the quarterback. I don't even remember the fucking lyrics, but bitch, don't do my
But-
don't do my bitch like that, okay?
But she was
Yeah.
dissing Cardi in her nigga song. And I'm
Right,
that's-
like, and at least Offset took her up for that one.
Right.
'Cause that nigga ain't shit.
he ain't shit.
Niggas ain't never gonna be shit forever.
So today's episode is going to be about collaboration, not competition. That's why we decided to collaborate with you today because you have a podcast yourself. And what made you decide to start your podcast?
Okay. So, Girl Talk University is basically just a movement to help girls and women promote their positive self-image. And I hear a lot of people talking about
Yeah.
girls and talking about the stuff we're going through, but it's
Yeah.
like, are you guys going
Giving
to
them a
these
platform
girls
for
and
it.
helping them?
Yep.
Are you
Yeah.
guys going to these parents and going to these women, encouraging them? No.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, I have to do this. I
Yeah.
have to talk about these issues that we're going through so
Yeah.
that more people are informed.
Right.
So, can you tell them your Instagram handle and repeat your name so that if people
Sure.
didn't catch it in the beginning?
Sure, my name is Stacey Childs, and my IG is Girl Talk University. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook at Girl Talk University.
Right. Okay. So I was listening to a couple of your episodes, and I heard this episode you had with a doctor on it, and he was talking about y'all were talking about how Black women are neglected in the hospital and all that stuff. What is your motivation to bring all these type of people and you have like other you bring little girls in your podcast too? Yeah. What is your motivation to do all that?
I just feel like with Black women, we talk a lot amongst each other,
Yeah.
but a lot of our issues aren't heard whole
Yep.
group.
I think they're heard, but they're not listened to.
Okay, okay, that's a
Talk your
difference.
shit, Black
Yeah.
women. Okay, because that's a
we
real thing.
say it.
We
Yeah,
do.
we say it. We
But
say
when
it.
someone of a
Someone
different
listening,
different
that's true.
race or different ethnicity
Yeah.
say
Okay,
it.
yeah, that's what she said. Oh yeah, you did say it.
Hashtag me
It's
too.
Not taken seriously.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, Me Too was started from a Black woman. It got
Yeah.
hijacked from a white woman.
Mhm.
It happens all the
Right.
time with us.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
So,
It's so strong. It's like, oh, y'all will be all right. Back to what we were
well,
doing.
exactly.
And
right.
I think that we said like a few episodes ago that the narrative of Black women always having to be strong is the issue that we always
Yeah.
have to be the when we are the ones that people come to. Who do we go to?
Exactly. A therapist, I guess.
It's
Me?
over.
Hey,
It's
and therapy
expensive.
fucking right.
Okay. So, well, Sip and Spill was, how do I say it? Hold on.
How do you say it? Come on.
Okay, so my motivation to start Sip and Spill was actually, I was at my homeboy's podcast and I fell in love with it. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I want to do this shit. You know, it's cool. And he was like, you have the personality and the voice for it. Do it. And I was like, okay, I might want to do it. So I had Sip and Spill with someone else. And, you know, it was good. It was fun. We had a really good run doing it together. But, you know, there was differences. Unfortunately, our friendship ended. And there was no reason for me to do this podcast with this person. So I know I get a lot of DMs and questions like, what happened to your old co-host? Whatever. And I've never addressed it because I
Yeah.
felt like there was no reason to address it.
Yeah.
But I always get questions about it. So I guess I have to address it. But it was just, we were no longer continuing a friendship. So we felt like since we can't continue a friendship, we can't
Yeah.
do a podcast together
Yeah.
anymore. So why I do sip and spill is because I love to talk shit. I like to drink. I feel like I have a voice.
I love this
You
drink.
do have voices.
And I feel like I want my voice to be out there. I love talking, and I want you to hear it.
Mhm.
This is why I do sip and spill. And I think I have a lot. I got some shit to say.
I mean, I think everyone has shit to say. They just gotta format it in the right way. 'Cause
Right.
everyone got something to fucking say.
Right. What about you?
Okay, so I decided. Well, not I decided. I took you up on your proposal for us to do this shit together because I think that so many times I felt judged and I felt that people think that they know me.
Okay.
And I think that a podcast would have been a great way for me to get people to know me on my terms.
Right.
Like I get to control the narrative. I always
Sure.
say that people think that they know me because of what they see on Instagram or what they see on person. But I think when you actually are sitting there listening to me and my words and my thoughts and all that good stuff, you have no choice but to understand that my mindset is not what you project on me. It's actually who I am.
Right.
So that was really my motivation to want to be on a podcast because I wanted people to know me for me and not think I'm just an Instagram model that's just fine as hell. You feel me? Okay.
I wanted to make
You
some
got
money.
to, though. You got to.
I don't even post pictures.
I want to make some money. That's my real motivation.
I want to make money too. but-
Okay.
So
Right.
what is your goal when it comes to? Because I know you were talking about like bringing positive messages and.
Sure.
But is there like an end goal for it when like?
Like, where do you see yourself?
Yeah, I just want girls, especially black girls, right?
Absolutely.
To like walk
Yeah.
in their purpose and
Yeah.
just know I can do anything. They can walk in the room. It doesn't matter who's in the
Yes.
room. I'm in here. And
Yeah.
what? You know, and I just want them to feel confident in any space that they walk in.
And that's the thing.
Like,
a
so
lot of
bad.
black women, even me, I lack. People think I'm confident.
Me
I
too.
lack so much confidence. I'm not confident in myself at all. My looks, my abilities. So it's like, damn, I have to tell myself, you can do this because I don't have. I didn't have someone to look
I'm
up to
you
like
better
that.
make the
I
stallion
mean,
it. You
of
better-
course, you have
Yeah.
so many like institutions and spaces where it's like, damn, I'm the only
Only
one.
black person.
Yeah.
Or
Only
the
token black
quiet, or
person.
my hair, or my voice, or my
Mhm.
body. It's in every capacity.
It's
Is
always
something,
something.
right?
It's always
Yeah.
So why
something.
not bring out girl talk? Why not have a space where girls can be 100% themselves? you know?
Absolutely.
Amen.
I love it.
that.
So, what's your goal? Because we just realized that our goals are not the same. So,
Yeah.
What is
My
your goal?
goal is I definitely want to make some money, and I want to be like the Houston Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I want people to come. I want to make Houston poppin'. I want people to come to my city, and they got to come through me like Jay Prince before you go anywhere else because I'm poppin'.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want Houston to be LA. I want Houston to be Atlanta. I want Houston to be New York.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to do that. I want to do that for my city. Why can't I be Joe Rogan?
Why the fuck not, bitch?
Yeah.
Why not?
Actually, you can be Joe Rogan plus more. Okay,
Plus more.
bitch?
Exactly.
So,
What you, girl?
my goal is to be a traveling podcaster. I think that I like interpersonal interaction. I like.
But why
getting-
can't they come to you? They come to you. Don't go to them.
I like that, but I like the idea of traveling.
Traveling,
I
okay.
like that's
I
why I
like
wanted to add
traveling,
to it. Like I want people to say like, not only do I watch her podcast, but I've actually met her in person. Because you
Right.
know, we watched The Breakfast Club. Have we ever met fucking
We don't know
Charlamagne?
how they
No.
We don't.
I had a
Y'all
whole
better
argument
fly
with
on me
Charlamagne
out.
on
And
Twitter.
he don't even.
Y'all better fly on me out if y'all want her on
Flew
your
out to
podcast.
City Girl 2021.
Fly her out.
Can you feel me out, Charlamagne?
Because
Right.
2020, we not flying because of COVID. But
Okay.
you know, if you
2021.
want to make a drive,
Nah, they gotta pay for your hotel,
go ahead, do a
your
little
flight,
something. But yeah,
your makeup, your hair.
Okay.
Okay, if they want you on the podcast, they pay for everything.
Real Birkin bag, hoe, 5, 6 figures.
Flags on my ass.
So he called his pussy tickets.
Hey,
Fucking
hey,
on his
hey,
nigga. Okay, but yeah, no, I want to be a traveling podcaster. I just want to touch lives. I want to see people. I want to interact. I want to see like the real. Like I don't want people just like fake support. I want to hug a motherfucker.
Okay.
Okay, I mean after COVID, but
you
I.
know,
Okay, after
Like-
COVID. Right now, we're only giving elbows.
Or like I said earlier on my Instagram, you can kneel to me because you know what, Your Highness is my second name.
Queen right here.
Hello.
I'm not gonna play with this hoe. She said kneel to me.
So when it comes to your target audience, who is that?
And how
would-
do you get engagement too?
I would say ages 10 to about 50. So it's a wide
Whoa.
range.
That's really wide. So
You don't curse on your
I was gonna say the
podcast.
same thing. You must not curse then.
I do curse on the podcast, but I always ask for forgiveness.
Okay.
Fuck that shit.
And I always give a disclaimer before I'm about to let one out.
Okay.
Oh, okay, at least you know that. Because me, I don't even know when I'm about to cuss. It just be like regurgitated, like,
But
shit.
no, but look, I used to be a teacher though, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
and
so
they
you
hear
had
their
to.
parents curse, so it's
Oh,
like,
absolutely,
I'm about
yeah.
to say this, but you know it's coming from love.
Yes.
Your ass is tripping. So it's-
Sit your little ass down.
you know, so
So how do you engage with your listeners, and how do you get engagement?
Girl, how y'all get engagement? I guess it's the same way. You know, that's been my Achilles heel, trying to get engagement, especially since COVID, because it's like school is not in.
Okay.
You know, before COVID, I would go to schools. I would ask them to sign up to my Instagram page and follow my Instagram page.
Okay.
Pop-ups,
really good.
I would have workshops. I would be out in the trenches.
Okay.
But now we're kind of having to restructure things.
Right.
You know, we can't go to the schools.
I think it's because we're in the social media age that we've always been like, because Sammy, she runs the Instagram page and I run the Twitter page. And like, so we just like do our different social medias. And Sammy, she always goes to other podcast pages or other places and she's like, hey, I saw your podcast. Check our podcast out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like our podcast. Like, so she just engages to encourage engagement on our
Right.
page.
I make sure I have a conversation or leave a comment or say something.
Yeah, because I mean, 'cause we know how important that is as a podcast.
Yeah.
And that we organically just got our followers like
We
that.
did,
because
and, like, we
started literally with what?
Zero.
Zero, bitch. Because we had a whole brand new page, a whole new concept.
Yeah.
And at first we were really nervous because we're like, it's a whole new fucking face, a whole new another bitch.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, and the thing is, in the beginning, I'm the new face.
She's a new bitch.
I'm the new face. I'm the new bitch. And like in the beginning, she was getting a little like some side comments. Wasn't it in your personal?
Yeah.
They were like saying like, oh, she's cute, but does she have a personality? Oh, she's this, she's that.
That's not
People are
who.
friends.
They're not. Oh,
I'ma say-
no, because like my last podcast, it was pretty popular.
Yeah.
So when someone sees a whole new face, they're like, wait, that's not who it was before.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I feel like now that I have this new person, I've gotten so much more positive feedback from it. They're like, oh, I love her. I love her person. People DM me all the time say, I love her personality. She's cool. She's cute. Like all of that stuff. So it was a change. It was difficult because people are used to something. And when they see something different, they're like, wait, hold up. They don't want to get used to the change. But once they kept seeing her face and saw that she wasn't going motherfucking nowhere.
bitch.
They're like, okay.
I know, and yeah, at first I was super nervous. So yeah, like when we come to get an engagement, we're still trying to work on that too.
Yeah.
We had someone on the show, and he said that how he gets engagement, he just goes live, and people just like, he just goes live, and I'm just like, going live makes me so fucking nervous.
Yeah.
because you know how many times people are
It's
like,
like-
Just like right now when we
You
do a
see
little
every one of my moves. Okay, I'm doing my heel.
Yeah.
I'm like this. I'm blinking. I'm doing this, and you see everything real time.
At least with this, we can control the narrative a little bit.
exactly.
But with live,
I
we
mean,
can't.
one day we should just say fuck it. But when we do say it, I'm ready, but I'm still kind of fucking nervous.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm open for it.
So I noticed that women are taught to compete and not collaborate. So I know Ami had a couple ways that we can learn how to collaborate with other people without competing with them. What's it, girl?
Okay, so we talk about the podcast world because that's what's relevant, right? Motherfucking Neo. Something so simple is just to repost. A repost broadens the audience to people that we don't even like, because y'all follow people that we don't follow,
Yeah.
and like vice versa. Like that repost might get another repost. It's so simple, so easy, and
Right.
it shows someone that you support them.
It takes
So,
$0 to repost.
$0, and I don't even need you to leave a comment. Just repost me,
Retweet,
repost me,
repost, yeah.
anything. So because like the eyes that wouldn't is gonna see it because they don't follow me, they follow you. So that's simple, easy.
I say, just remember, we can do more together than apart.
Oh, that's
Just
true.
having that mindset, in general.
Girl, that's my next
Me
one.
reposting you is not gonna take nothing from me.
Exactly, exactly. And I said people see and they don't want to repost it. I feel like Houston, we have a problem with supporting each other.
Mm.
Because I noticed, especially Atlanta, y'all support.
we-
Yeah,
y'all have a
it's a
great
difference.
support group in
Y'all
ATL.
do.
But in Houston, it's more like
he ain't gonna get his until I get
Yeah,
it. Mine.
yeah.
It's like, no, boost him up, because when he goes up, you go up.
That's
shout out to Young Thug. I'm sorry, he boosted
Young Thug boosted everybody.
He boosted
got a
everyone
whole
up.
group
When
of
it-
kids.
He's a new Lil Wayne.
Honestly, and another way that I said that we can collaborate and not make it a competition is actually going on their show and having conversations and bouncing ideas off
Like
each
you're
other.
on our show right now.
Yeah, and we greatly appreciate it, man.
And you guys are gonna be on my show. Of course.
Ow.
But yeah, just going on each other's show and just showing a different face, a different perspective, and X, Y, and Z. That's another way that you can show that it's not a competition, that there's room for everyone.
There is
because
room for everyone.
how many fucking McDonald's and Burger Kings and fucking Five Guys do you see? But
Yeah.
people choose what they want to go to. So there is something for everyone.
Absolutely.
There is over 100 brands of slices of bread.
Honestly, and
Okay.
guess what? I'ma still sometimes eat my Wonder Bread if I feel like it.
There's a lot of
Okay.
money to
Bread.
be made.
There's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of lanes to be, and there's like all the podcasts are not the same. You're not sitting here having the same type of conversations and same fucking feelings that you have on the last episode. Fuck my
Right.
ring.
You
And
know what?
another.
Just pause and put your earring back on. Because you're going to have the whole show with your earring off.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't want to be out here looking crazy.
Exactly.
And I think another way that you can support a podcast when it comes to, you know, collaboration and not competition, even though it's not very like well known. I just think that you should actually listen to their podcast.
Yeah.
It's like, I know it's not really collaboration, but listen to their podcast. You might listen to something, hear something that you like. You can share that with someone else. That's a collaboration by sharing content with someone else.
Yeah.
And even giving feedback, positive or not positive. People need feedback because sometimes we be thinking that we just on a motherfucking roll, that no one can fucking stop us, that I'm just doing the shit and I'm a bad bitch. Because I tell myself I'm a bad bitch. But if y'all tell me I'm not a bad bitch, I'm like, damn, do I got to fix my eyebrows? What? Do I need to fix my
No,
speech?
but you gotta be
Like,
humble for that though. A lot of people are not humble. Like
Yeah.
when I met Ami, you put me on some game about
Yeah.
how I can improve my podcast.
Yeah.
But if I wasn't humble to receive that information,
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't have taken it. So
And-
now Girl Talk is about to go up to the next level because of you.
That's
because
true.
Of,
Look at that. That's collaboration and not competition.
And that's true. 'Cause remember yesterday when we were on the phone, I saw this one podcast and I'm like, I want my fucking editing to be as spot on as that shit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it not as a competition, but I'm like, that shit
To
looks
make
so,
you want to do
Yeah.
better.
I'm like, that shit looks so clean. That shit
Yeah.
look perfect. I said, I like that shit. I said, they need to be more consistent. But I was like, that shit looks great.
that's probably
Yeah,
why they're not
definitely.
consistent, 'cause it's so
That's-
good.
It's honestly, being consistent is hard because
is hard.
I try to make sure I post at least 2 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you see my face, but it's hard.
Yeah, it is
It's
hard.
really hard.
Because life fucking happens. And I
Life
be like,
happens.
because I remember when we first started, I would barely post on Twitter. Here goes Sammy. Girl, you know you need to post. I'm like, ma'am.
Yeah,
I
I used to
got
get on her ass about that.
All the time. I'm like, bitch, did you post on Facebook? Like, while you worry about me, did you post on Facebook?
Nah, she got on my ass about. I'm like, you right.
Y'all
So
listen to me,
I got better
I
on
pay some
Facebook.
people to
Yeah, I
do my
love
work.
that.
The thing is,
I give you some money every Friday. Just please, just do it.
I
for
mean,
me.
that sounds
it's
good, but we're
hard.
not there
It's
yet.
hard.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
We're
We
not
can
there
pay
yet.
someone to do
I'm not
that.
paying.
But
I'm not
we
breaking
do
the bank.
have a subscriber now. We
I
got
knew where.
the one that is going to pay for her content. Remember,
Oh,
we got a subscriber.
yeah, we do have someone.
Yeah, someone.
I don't know who you are, but promise, I
but thank you, promise.
to give you great content if you allow me to.
Period. So, what are your top 3 people that is in a podcast with or whatever that you would love to collaborate with?
Ooh, that's good. That's
Not
good.
counting Beyonce, because we already said we all want to work with her. So
Who
she
don't
count.
know? Work with
but
Beyonce.
I know, like, yeah, Beyonce is cool. I want to work with Angela Yee because
I think Angela Yee is so useless.
I think she's annoying.
yeah, right. But she's me too. But it's something there. It's
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that somebody likes, right? She's been able to work with men and work with these groups of people and make a name for herself
You know
by
what?
doing something.
I
just wanna
respect
figure out what's the sauce. Sis, give me the sauce.
What is
Right.
sauce?
I
No,
respect
that's it.
Angela Yee. I just wish she would stop letting men talk over her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I
Honestly.
don't like that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And that might be the reason why she's been able to.
Because she lets the men
she allows
talk.
that, and that's never gonna happen with me. No man is gonna sit there and check
But
me.
now she's built her own brand. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Separate from them. So I
Does
just want
she
to pick
have
her
a
brain.
Yeah.
I don't follow Angela Yee.
Lipstick service.
She has a lip service.
Lip
No,
It's a
I just know
podcast.
that because Randy, he really listens to the Breakfast Club, and he always listens to Rumor Report. And then I'm like,
That's her own segment.
I know
Report, yeah.
he listens to it all the time. And I'm just like, her voice sounds like chalkboard, like. And I'm just like, something about it just don't hit with
Yeah.
me. And I'm
Yeah.
just listening to her, and it's like sometimes I feel like she's playing hopscotch with her words. I'm like, didn't you do your research on this shit? Like,
Yeah.
granted, I know everyone does that, but you've been in the game so long, like.
You can get away with that though when you've been. In the game
I don't
for a
like
long
that
time.
though. I think that to me, it's like I look at stuff like that. Like if people want to aspire to be like you, don't be so normal.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that's crazy because I want to be normal if I do
When
get
you
there.
make your voice to that point where it's like as soon as you speak, it doesn't matter. People are gonna listen. You can
Yeah.
get away with stuff like that.
That's true.
And I don't think that's something you should get away with because I don't like that shit. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Angela Yee. You know, you still making more money than me, but my voice still matters too on this fucking platform.
Is there anyone else you want to?
Yeah, I would say Meg. I would say Meg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I used to teach in South Park where she's from. It's
I'm
like,
from
come on,
Dead
sis.
End. Okay.
Like, come help these girls get as much confidence as
Mhm,
you. You know, they need to see you. You know, so I would say
Yeah, because she
Meg.
actually said that she didn't usually have that much confidence.
Yeah.
She said because she's always been taller than other guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's a common
That's a
thing
real
for,
thing.
for
We
black
need to talk
women.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Because we're
beautiful.
overdeveloped at a young age.
You
And
imagine,
we're over sexualized.
some little girls hearing Megan Thee Stallion say that in their face. Can
Yeah.
you imagine that? They would be mind.
They would be mind fucked.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry.
'Cause
Like, I
they
can
will
be
see
who I
her.
am,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
how I am. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
I can just be me. What?
And that's not usually something that we preach. We always preach people, like we said to Marseille, like, wasn't we said Marseille, right? Marseille Martin, that you're supposed to change yourself to be more appealing to us when just being you is enough.
Being you is enough.
No,
Good
yeah.
message.
Okay, so what's the third person?
Y'all, I guess.
You goddamn love it. I love it.
No, I really love this black woman collaboration.
Me too.
I really do.
This is what we're all about.
And we always say that we like it more when I like it when we have girls on here, because with guys it feels like it's like playing Battle of the Sexes, because it's like guys want to stand their ground and put the dick out.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you put your dick away for 5 seconds? Because it's never that serious.
Never that
okay?
serious. What about you, Ami?
Okay, so I'm a really big fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. So I want to work with RuPaul.
Okay.
I love him. Something about it, I don't know. If you can't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here?
Amen.
Yeah, he always says that on every single episode. At the end of the episode, he always says that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you a real one. And I fucking appreciate that. And I love that. I love the confidence that he gives the community that was not usually spoken of.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because drag queens are kind of like swept under the rug as trans and everyone
That's
else is. And I like that he gives them a lane, because he was in that lane when no one wanted to be in that lane, when it was a
Yeah.
scary thing to be in that lane.
Yeah.
So, RuPaul, I want to fucking work with you. Come seek me out, my motherfucking
What's
nigga.
that show he came out with? That was
RuPaul
pretty cool. I
Drag
watched
Race.
it.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
No, the sitcom with the little white boy or white girl
I don't recall.
on Netflix.
I might need to look. I seen it. I did not watch it. You know when you like scroll. I saw it. But okay. Yeah, I love him. I want to work with Amber Rose because I'm a hoe too. I love you.
No, I fuck with Amber Rose.
I fuck with Amber Rose because, like, once again, like just like RuPaul, she made herself a lane for being a hoe.
Yeah.
Like, y'all want to call me a hoe? I'm gonna make a slut walk. Y'all gonna call me a hoe? I'm gonna live
I'm
my
gonna make a
fucking
bag
life
off of it.
unapologetically. Like, she made a book called How to Be a Bad Bitch, and my ass was like, I think I'm a bad bitch. Let me download this shit and see if I'm a bad bitch too. And like I kept saying, like she just said, be yourself. No matter how many fucking obstacles you get to, as long as you're true to yourself, you gonna get to the end goal, and that's being a bad bitch.
Amen.
And lastly, but not leastly, I follow Therapy for Black Girls. And we were talking about earlier how therapy is very important for us in our growth and how we get our lives together and all that good shit. So even if our niggas ain't shit, we gotta be shit. You feel me?
Period.
So I want to work with Dr. Joy Harden Bradford. Give you a moment, because you a doctor, bitch.
You got your
Fucking doctor.
PhD.
PH motherfucking D, bitch.
Period.
PH, fuck the D, okay?
Okay.
But yeah, no, I want to work with you because I think that what you do is very important. Letting women know that their imperfections are okay. The friendships that they don't need to hold on to, okay. You talk about things that everyday women talk about, but you give us on a platform where it's like, I literally love that she's so big as she is, because she's not talking about sex. She's not talking about, like, controversial shit. She's just talking about
Therapy.
normal black shit that should be normalized.
Yeah.
Therapy that should be normalized. So that's why I want to work with her, because I want her to rub off on me a little bit and just give me some of that. Give me some of that
Insight.
juice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I love it. I think it's great. I love her page. I love her content. I love everything that she posts. I'm just like,
I like her color scheme too.
I love her color scheme. That's what we looked at when we were thinking
That's
about color
what.
schemes.
Yeah, we looked at her color scheme.
We were
Like,
thinking
okay,
about
we're
our,
gonna do
our
similar to that.
Instagram page.
Yeah.
So who you want to work with, B?
My number one person I want to work with is Amanda Still.
Okay.
Small doses. I love Amanda. Amanda Stills was one of the first podcasts I listened to. And the reason why I love Amanda, because she's so unapologetically herself. She made me, Amanda, I saw myself in Amanda because she's honest,
Yeah.
blunt, straightforward, and direct. And she's so pro-black that it hurts.
Oh, yeah.
And that's me. And I'm like, wow, I don't have to feel bad for me being direct, honest, and how I am about myself. And I'm like, people always misunderstand Amanda and think she's someone that she's not. And she has to constantly defend her character. And I'm like, that's me. Because people always take my directness and my approach and my bluntness as something negative. I'm like, no, I'm just telling you how it is so you always know what it isn't.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay.
So I love her, honestly. I love her podcast, and I would love to work with her because she made me feel seen. Because I've never seen a woman that's so unapologetically, besides Cardi B, but unapologetically herself, that you can't tell her shit because she's always gonna be herself, and she'll call you out on your bullshit.
But you know what's crazy? I think it's funny when I look at her and her podcast and what she does in like normal life and try to like see her on Insecure, because I'm like, on Insecure, she's a completely different person.
Completely different.
She's so docile.
Do
She's
you have
so,
postpartum on Instagram?
she does.
Okay.
She do. That's what it was. But
Yeah.
I peeped that she had postpartum for like early. But I'm just saying, you a good actor. I fuck with you, bitch.
Yeah,
I might want to work with you too. But you number,
I would love to work with you.
but you number 4, not number 3. On my list, you number 4.
The one after that is Yvonne Orji. She plays Molly on Insecure, but I listened to her podcast with Lovey, which is Jesus and Jollof. And they talk about, being first generation Africans in America and how it is growing up with African parents and how it is growing up with immigrant parents.
Yeah.
Because we are brought into this country and we're taught we can have 4 jobs. You can be a lawyer, doctor, engineer, or a nurse.
Oh yeah.
And those are the only 4 things you're allowed to be when you have immigrant parents, which I understand because your parents come from nothing and they work hard to sacrifice themselves to come to this country.
Yeah.
Started from the bottom, now they're here.
Okay.
And you have no choice but to at least provide
Yeah.
back-
That security for them.
security for them. Like,
For
you
bringing
know,
you here.
like, and she taught me that a lot of African parents don't respect creatives. Like,
They
if you
don't.
want to be an author, a writer,
Period. Even
a
black
podcaster, or whatever
That
you
is.
want, they don't. They take it as a joke. A photographer, they don't. They're like, okay, cool, but where is your degree?
people. Right.
What are you doing for
That's
me?
cool, but do you say that's a regular job?
Exactly.
That's
So I mean, of course, I want to repay my sweet mother. I'll never forget you. Okay.
I love that song.
But of course, you want to repay your parents for what
Yeah.
they did, because my parents came from nothing and
Sure.
came to America to provide me a better life, and I love my parents for that, and I love my parents for trying to give me a better education and making sure I become successful. But mommy, I don't want to be a nurse. I want to be a podcaster.
That's the first time I've heard you say you didn't want to be a nurse because
I don't, but I'm still doing it.
I know. That's crazy. 'cause
I'm still doing
Like I
it.
said, I got my degree because of my mom. Because I'm the only person.
I got my
What about
degree-
if you actually practicing in the field and you know you just want a podcast?
Exactly, and I'm doing it because I know that's something I have to do,
Yeah.
but it's not what I want to do. But I'm doing it out of respect for my mother.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's what it is being an immigrant parent. And Yvonne Orji taught me, like, you can do both.
Yeah.
Because she's on Insecure. She's a comedian. She
Yeah.
does all these things. So it's so great to see an African woman with an education also doing her creative stuff. So another person I want to work with is Ashley Flowers and Britt. They're from the podcast Crime Junkie, because I'm a crime junkie. And I
never heard of it.
love watching and listening to podcasts about, like, murders and kidnappings. And all that stuff. I'm a huge crime
Oh
junkie.
no.
Interesting.
I'm a huge crime junkie. Like,
That went over my head.
I have an If I Go Missing folder, and y'all should have an If I Go Missing
Guess
folder.
what? This bitch is about to be on How to Get Away with Murder, and she gonna get away with it.
I know how to kill a bitch and get away with it. But
Yikes. I watched enough Snap though. I watched enough Snap because them white bitches are really creative.
they will poison you with your breakfast and watch you die.
You better
Okay.
watch your back.
They can poison you with antifreeze, and that gives you flu-like symptoms. I was like, ooh.
So yeah, I love watching listen to the Crime Junkie. They taught me so much. Always be extra paranoid, be aware of your surroundings. Always share location with your girls. You should always get a If I Go Missing folder, because the police would have to have a court order to get your Apple information. If you have the information for your friends to get it, they can find you, bitch. And we ride at midnight, because bitch, we have to find you if someone
ride at
kidnaps you.
Please find me.
Period.
I got too
So-
much stuff to do.
Share that with
Right?
someone, like, honestly, someone you trust. Let them know your Apple password, so if you go missing, God forbid, they're able to find you and not have to wait 2-3 days for the police to find you.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, those are the top 3 people I would love to work with.
Okay. So
Notice that growing up, women are taught to compete. We see it in TV. We see it with the whole the shade room with the bitch stole my look. Who wore it better? I notice now they're doing men, but for the longest time it was just women. And I don't understand why women are taught to undermine and argue and fight with each other. We're taught to fight for male attention. And that brought me to the quote from Chidamanda Ngozi Adore. And she said that we raise girls to see each other as competitors, not for jobs and accomplishments, which I think can be good, but for the attention of men. And why is it that women aren't taught to compete for a goal? We're not taught to compete for this position or for this education or for this role. We're taught to compete for marriage or male attention and stuff like that. And we see it with the and I feel like there's healthy competitions. You know, why is women there's movies like Mean Girls and all these movies, we see that women are fighting over men or they're fighting over this stuff, but we're never taught women can fight over jobs and to be something. And why do you think that is?
Well, I don't know. For me, I think women are just taught to be deficit minded. Like,
Yeah.
there's only a little bit, so you better get what you can, sis. You better get whatever man that you can. and we're not taught from an abundance mindset. Like there's enough for everybody.
But women are aspire to marry and not aspire to be successful career havers.
That's just a patriarchal society.
Yeah.
Like
and I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I mean, we're taught to just be second best. We're taught to.
Yeah.
You can do all that stuff that you're talking about, all that fancy stuff, yeah, but as long as you get married, as long as you have a man, as long as he's the head of the household, as long as he does everything. It's just like the remnants of being in a patriarchal society, and it sucks. But
yeah, that's something I definitely want to teach my daughter. Like, marriage is cool, marriage is beautiful, but I don't think marriage should be your goal.
Absolutely not.
I think marriage is something that can come whenever you accomplish your goal, and that's cool if you want to get married. It's cool if you don't want to get married. I feel like women should be given choices, and we're not given these choices.
Sure.
Like, women are taught, like, if we can't keep a man, we ain't shit. You know, men know that no matter what kind of nigga they is, there's always be a bitch.
And they ain't shit.
Like,
But-
you can do that later.
Yeah, but us women, we gotta be beautiful, educated, A, B, C, D.
Just to get a not shit ass
So
nigga.
much pressure on us.
Just to get a non shit ass nigga, and I don't understand why
You better keep him.
Right?
Exactly. We gotta keep this non shit ass nigga.
Just because. Because everything
He a
else.
good man, girl. Keep him.
Yeah,
Yeah, because everything else that's out there is just, you know what? It is what it is.
it is exactly.
Do you feel like women are always in competition with you?
Ooh. I would say yeah until recently.
Yeah,
I would say that women were always like looking at me like, what do you have? What are you doing? How do you talk? How do you speak? What man do you have? Are you married yet? But now it's like, no, Stacey, you bring this. I bring this. How can we collaborate?
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't until literally like 2020 where I
Okay.
started noticing that women wanted to collaborate with me.
Why
as
do you
opposed
feel
to-
like that is? Do you think that you intimidate women, or do you feel that maybe, you know, something about you just doesn't make it where they feel
comfortable.
comfortable?
No, I just think naturally, like, as you said, women are just taught to like look at each
Yeah.
other as
Undermine
threats.
each other. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't mean to make it heavy in here, but I really do think it stems from slavery, right?
Okay.
When we were
Talk your
slaves,
shit.
like when we were slaves,
Bitch,
it's
I'm here
like,
for the heaviness.
I can be a house slave, or I can do this, or I can do that. Are you doing good? You picking this much cotton? Oh, you outperforming me. Let me outperform you because I don't want you to mess my standing up with massa. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, what you doing? What you got? Because I don't want you to mess what I got going up, and it's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, it's really silly, and like until we acknowledge that this is something that happened from hundreds of years ago, and it's something that needs to be curtailed and fixed, we're still gonna look at each other as threats.
I have a
really
question. Do you think there's a competition with dark skinned women and light skinned women?
You want the truth or a lie?
I want to choose.
She wants the truth because I'm gonna speak the truth. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a competition.
Yeah.
I think, it was at one point revered to be light skinned. So,
Mhm.
dark skinned women felt like they didn't have a chance, like in society. To be revered as beautiful,
Right.
to be revered as a woman in general. But now the tables are kind of turning a little bit.
And it's annoying.
You know?
Like, I think that a lot of black women nowadays are looked at, because to me, I think it's like more of like a fetish thing. Like, it's like, oh, because
Right.
y'all are a trend. Like, you know how light skinned niggas used to be in and now they not? It's like, that's
Damn.
But that's facts though.
She's speaking for herself, okay? I said like light, bright, dark, all
I mean,
all flavors,
hold up.
okay?
I ain't got no tight. Bad niggas is the only thing that I like, okay?
Rich
So-
niggas is the only
Okay.
thing that I like.
I like a nigga that just like me. I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, no. But no, I think that most of the time it was like black women were not desirable. So we were trying so hard to be desirable. So now that we are, it's kind of like, do you like me for me or you like me because dark skin is in,
right.
and you don't want to have a light
But-
bright child with your light bright woman?
But were dark skinned women ever out?
I feel like,
Yes.
do you remember
Yes.
2012 Twitter?
Yes.
I remember 2012 Twitter. And we
Little
used to be
Wayne over here
compared-
saying stuff like,
Yeah.
dark skinned bitch, but she looked better red. Like shit like that.
Yeah, 2012 Twitter, black women used to be compared to cockroaches.
Yo,
Like,
I'm a
they used-
cockroach.
There was a phase where dark skinned women.
I
There was a
but in
phase
general,
where
like,
black
you did
women were
cockroaches?
disrespected
But
hard.
do you see what this face looks like? How dare they?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you
So
think light skinned women
I've-
get a pass for
Yeah.
being like beautiful?
They do, because
without
not
extra
even that.
Beautiful.
Because they're
Exactly,
not. Some of them
exactly.
look like a pack of Newports.
Some of
No
them
offense.
do, yeah.
No offense.
Nah, it's facts, though.
Some of y'all
Y'all
are fine as fuck, and I will admit
Yeah,
it. I'm not no
absolutely.
hating ass bitch. Because guess what? I'm fine just like you. But some women, because they're light skinned, they automatically think
Are
that they're
beautiful,
fine.
yeah.
Like y'all got heat damage. Y'all ain't got no weight on them
No
bones.
edges.
No edges. But guess what? You're light skinned, so that's the right skin.
Yeah.
And I think I'm tired of that narrative. Like I just want you to be pretty because you're pretty.
Yeah. But the narrative is changing. I've noticed that there's a lot of dark skin appreciation. But is it a trend or is it because you actually appreciate dark
I
skin?
kind of think it's a trend.
We don't know.
trending.
I think it's a trending, so I hope it's not a trend in like 5 years. I hope it's really just people just like what they like.
But I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask y'all a question. Is trendy bad though? As
Yes.
long as we're is
I-
it though?
I think
Because we
I don't
weren't
think
really getting
trendy
this
is bad.
attention before the trend. You see what I'm saying?
I
So now
think trendy is bad because we don't know how genuine it is. I don't. The reason why I say trendy is bad because I want you to like me because you like me, not because
It's a trend.
yeah, because your nigga got a dark skinned girl, so you think we bring the dark skinned bitches,
Right. No, for real. Yeah.
So that's really what it is. I just want you to like me for me and not
because
Yeah,
I'm
that's why I don't
dark-skinned.
talk to white men because I feel like
that we're a fetish.
yeah,
I
I
ain't
don't
never
know.
did it. I ain't never gonna do it.
I have done it before, and I'm just like, and now like white men that come to my DMs, I'm like, what are you doing to dismantle racism? How are you using
Oh,
your
baby,
white
he-
privilege
yeah, if he ain't
to
with it,
dismantle
then I can't
racism? If
talk
we
to
ain't talk, that's the first question I ask. If we ain't talking
And
about
I
it,
kept seeing-
Amen.
I saw this
Period.
one story when it just kept saying that my white boyfriend will not stand for the Black Lives Matter. And I'm like, the fact that you have to even like, there was like a whole like feed about it. And I was like, that's fucking weird.
Why
Sounds
you
like
still
you need a new
dating him? Are you
boyfriend.
kidding
Right?
me? Facts.
The fact that you, not even that, like your black boyfriend doesn't think that your life matters. At this point, he don't give a fuck about niggas that's dying
Oh
on the
yeah, you
street.
are black. It's like, oh yeah, you are black. Damn.
Like damn, like you didn't think about that before you brought me to the family because
all right.
you knew that when you slid in these DMs. But there was also a Twitter feed where there was this black dude, this white dude that was fucking with a black girl, and he was talking about her so bad to his white friends, but he was still.
Oh, I saw the messages. Yeah.
I was like, wow.
That's the thing about dating white people because you don't know how they're gonna talk about you, and they might get mad, and call you a
That's
nigga.
why I
one
don't
day.
do it, and I'll never do it.
Yeah.
We say niggas ain't shit.
White niggas ain't shit. Shit, you get mad and call me a nigger one day. Fuck
Right?
that shit.
Not even a nigger bitch.
A nigger bitch. Like a nigger, a titty nigger. I got called a titty nigger by a white man once. I'm like, what the fuck is a
What
titty
is
nigger?
that?
He called me a titty nigger. What the fuck is that?
All right.
Okay, so I do have a question. My question is, do you ever find yourself in secret competition with others? Because you know, the first question I asked was, do you feel like people are in competition with you? You know, sometimes when they say that it's competition, but they don't even like these bitches are in competition with me, and I don't even know it. You know, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you're in secret competition with someone?
All right, look, no, but there was one time I met this chick, right?
Tell it, girl. What happened?
She was younger than me, like almost 10 years younger than me. And this was on her shit. I mean, business, Instagram,
Yes.
followers, everything. And like, I felt jealous. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like,
But that's
I
a
was like,
common.
God
That's a
damn.
common.
Yeah.
Like, I
human
felt
thing.
jealous, and like she was giving me advice for my shit, and I was like, I ain't trying to hear that.
Aw.
But now looking back on it, it's like, sis was right. Like, why wasn't I receptive to what she was trying to tell me?
Yeah.
So yeah, that one time I was like, she was shining so hard, I didn't want to see
You
it.
didn't-
but,
yeah.
like, now I'm humble enough to accept that.
I think
Right.
I guess that's the difference between competition and collaboration is the humbleness. Because
Yeah.
if you're not humble to receive whatever someone has to give you, it doesn't not matter what age they are,
Right.
doesn't matter what background they are. Because to me, I don't want to take no fucking advice from a white woman.
Me either.
Humbly.
You don't understand.
Humbly. Like, no, I'm just saying, me personally, I could take any advice from any sex range. Not sex. I said sex. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can be man or woman.
Yeah.
Black, though. Age.
Black
Black though.
gender,
Black though.
person.
Black though. Anything. I'm just saying to me because they resonate with my struggles and everyday thoughts. And I just think a white woman, to me, I'm sorry, white privilege is a thing. Oppression is a thing. All that good shit is a thing. So to me, I don't want to sit here and talk to a fucking Karen or a Becky or a Brenda about something that easily came to them because they're fucking white. Not saying that everything is easy for them, but I'm just saying personally,
It's not because of your
Sure.
race.
it's not because of their race.
White people have struggles, but y'all don't struggle because of your race.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm not gonna say y'all don't have our struggles. I do acknowledge that for y'all. That's what I do acknowledge for y'all. But other than that,
It's not because of your race.
black
Yeah,
black
sure.
power.
Yeah.
You know.
So, do you ever think competition can be healthy? Because I noticed, like, for like Venus and Serena Williams, I grew up watching them play, and there were two sisters who
That
were
was-
always
yep.
competition with each other, but it was
was
never
so healthy.
hate. It was healthy. It was love.
Because they knew their lanes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
think competition can also be good to inspire you to be better?
You have to be like really in tune with yourself and really mature for it to be healthy. Because if
Yeah.
not, it's not healthy. Like if not, you're always constantly comparing yourself to the other person.